Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning how to live the best version of yourself and how it's very important for you to picture what the best version of you would look like. The things you would do, the people you would meet. If traveling is a desire, where you travel to. If you love a certain kind of vehicle to drive, or a certain place to live, whatsoever you desire in this life that will give you the ideal life, it is yours for the taking. You see, everyone wants to live the best version of themselves because everyone wants to reflect nature, whether they realize it or not. Deep in you, there's something that's saying that you need to accomplish more. There's something in you that is saying that you can be more. That is why you have to be honest with yourself. And so, if you're listening to me for the very first time and you're not familiar with the law of cause and effect, I will definitely encourage you to get familiar with the law of cause and effect because it's an immutable law. And for you to live the best version of your life, there's a few good laws that you must understand, and you must master these laws. And you must realize that everything that you're experiencing on the outside is a reflection of what is taking place within you. It all has to do with your mind. And so if your problem is mental and you need a coach, a mindset coach, then why are you looking in the wrong place? You can't need a mindset coach and you're going to a garage. No, you'll be going to a garage because you have a vehicle you have to take to a garage. So vehicle goes to garage to be fixed. Plane's going to hangar to be fixed. But when it comes to fixing your mind, you can't fix your mind if you do not know there's something wrong with your mind. You see, most people do not know that one of the hardest things, if not the hardest thing, is thinking. Most people don't think. So if you don't really exercise your mind, there wouldn't be no growth. But everyone is seeking growth. Because, for example, the medium of exchange that we're using on this planet is money. And everyone appreciates money. Yet, those people would not be honest with themselves and they would say the love of money is the root of all evil because they do not have it abundantly. And the fact is that we are all self-made, but only the rich will accept they're self-made. The opposite gonna say the different because they fail to realize that there's a law of cause and effect. They fail to realize that everything is a mirroring of themselves. And so they're hiding from themselves. That's why they can't live the best version of themselves because they don't want to correct themselves and know that they have to be balanced and accept the negative self along with the positive self. So you know what most people do? They look for a crutch. They look for someone to blame. So they're going to do things and say the devil make me do it, but not saying that the devil is a negative mindset. So my brother and my sisters, I'm encouraging you to focus on how the mind works And remember the reason why you've been admonished to think on the things that are virtuous, the things that are good, the things that are lovely, the things that are pure. You must think on those things. And remember that you have been encouraged not to be conformed. But if you want to experience transition, transformation, you want to experience a different life, you have to rearrange your mind. You have to renew your mind. So this is mind stuff we're talking about. So you have to do mind work. So you have to find a mind teacher to teach you about the mind. And this is where people like myself come in to play. Mind coach, mindset coach. Most people do not understand anything about the mind. They do not understand the law of mentalism. There's no way you could understand the law of mentalism and blaming a devil for the negative outcomes that you're experiencing in your life. So my brother, my sister, if you're experiencing lack, how could lack reflect God? No, the devils who want to have you poor. Because when you look at nature and you're claiming that nature comes from God, God is the creator of the animals and the trees, and you believe that God is your creator too, but you have no concept that the God you're speaking about is within you. Once you live like that, you would be looking for changes in your life and not seeing the changes because why? You keep doing the same thing and expect change. And that is insanity. That is why you have to experience a shift. So when you read where it says not to be conformed but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, it is telling you about a shift. There must be a shift within to give you what you want to experience without as the ideal life you want to live, as living the best version of yourself. So you don't bring a plumber to do the work of a mason or a carpenter or some other skilled worker. No. Everyone have their place. And so you have your gift. And you have to seek to know what is your gift. What you're good at. What you love to do. Must be something that you love to do. If you love helping other people, then you have to look for the prospect of the universe showing you something in that space. Something different. Something that no one never do before. Because why? You're on a different frequency, you're on a higher frequency. Do you realize? For us to have the enjoyment of the cell phone, that you have to have the first person who would have vibrated to the frequency of believing they could attract the telephone and have us communicating with each other all around the world. It is said that it's Alexander Graham Bell who came up with that idea. But of course, if you understand the telephone, you'll understand that you're a telepathic being also. And you're a psychic being. You will understand that you have these mental faculties and you're born with them. But many people are afraid to use these mental faculties. Okay? Because they're not well informed on them. So you could communicate with someone, mentally speaking, psychologically speaking. Because as I said before, you're a spirit and you're having a human experience. So you can communicate with people. telepathically. It's send a message because why? We are connected. It's just like you have the television, and television have all the different channels. Those channels different frequency. The radio the same thing, frequency. So if you're on the same frequency with me and you really want to change your image and you want to live the best version of yourself, I'm saying to you, you have to become more of a doer. You have to learn to exercise your mind daily. You have to learn to practice meditation, visualization, affirmation, mirror work, scripting, all of these things. And whatever works best for you, you stick to that. And prove for yourself how you can live the best version of your life on this planet. With the knowledge that we are here to serve each other. We are all one. There's only God in this world having this experience. So my brother, my sisters, everything I've been saying to you is basically saying you must live like a God. Live like a creator. A conscious creator. A deliberate creator. And reflect nature. Poverty doesn't reflect nature. No. Get rid of the drought out of your life by changing your beliefs. Change your mind and you're going to change your life. Just change the picture of yourself. That's all. Because why? You're the director. You're the author. You're the producer. You're the everything in your movie. And still you're the star in your movie. What you say? Yeah, you don't beg and beseech. You command. You take authority. But of course you have to know that your real identity is your divinity. You have to know who you are. So my brother and my sisters, it is your birthright to live the best version of your life on this planet. So with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. And I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you listen to me, what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, if it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I definitely want to encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram, you like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at Black Mad Guru. And I would also encourage you to get my latest book, which is called The Secret Vagina, Mystery of the Virgin Birth, The Secret Portal, How to Bring Forth Psychologically and Spiritually. Then you understand the virgin birth and start to bring forth all your brainchild. The car you want to drive, all of these things. Those are your brainchild. And it starts with those things that seems like natural to you first. Start with the smaller things. Then afterwards you can take some quantum jumps when you start to prove this thing and how it works. And how it just keep expanding all the time. Okay? So, get that book plus spiritual recipe for better living, how to turn water into wine, your mood is your fortune and much more. Okay? Plus 66 books of magic, the Overcomer's Bible, and my journals that you can definitely use to journal your life. Okay? Being a part of your spiritual journey, you know, that would be so good to know that you get my journal and you journal the journey and prove that imagination do create reality. Okay? Also, if you're not a part of my Patreon community, you can become a part of my Patreon community with whichever you choose to donate there, in terms of whether is it $5, $10, $15. But for people donating $20 or more dollars, you have access to a course that's called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to create your reality consciously. And along with that is a bonus course on self-concept. You got to change your self-image, bro. Okay? And you have to understand that the sun parallels the human imagination, and the human imagination parallels the sun. Without the sun, there's no life and there's no light. So the human imagination isn't anything made that was made. And the Lord of God is a sun and a shield. And no good thing will he withhold from you. So I've never withhold its energy from all of humanity. Use your inner sun power. You have a solar plexus. Use your inner sun power. Whenever you have your desire and you realize it's a burning desire, it's sun power within. And just as the sun shines upon all the trees and they bring forth bountifully, so too your life will bring forth bountifully. So I definitely encourage you to make sure that you check out all of the links that are down below and let your intuition lead you and guide you into what to do. Because at the end of the day, the choice you make is what will decide the life you live. So with that being said, I just want to say peace, love you all, out.